Vernon Beach's Hotel, night before the Wembley Cup final, and I've got a few of the star players with me, the most influential players of the team. We've got, I think it's sensible to say, Vice Captain Paul Holland with us. So Paul, if Keith has to go off, you're going to have to wear the armband. You know, how do you feel about that?
Well, obviously I'll be honoured. You know, a big club like Bristol City, and be privileged to have you players next to me.
That's nice, that's nice. Scott, you're being voiced as possibly the match winner for tomorrow's game. You know, is that too much pressure for you to handle?
Matchmaker? Nah, it's no burden on me at all. I'm just going to go out and enjoy the occasion and hopefully notch a few goals.
That's nice. And then obviously, Billy, if it does go a little bit longer than we all want it to and goes to penalties, then you could be the match winner for us.
Well, like against Bournemouth, I think you lads won the game for us on that night, and I'll set up for that again tomorrow.
Yeah, you've been a bit modest there, Bill. Come on, I mean, you went to penalties and you made a vital save, and you pulled a funny face at Steen and put him off and made him put it over the bar. I mean, we'll be doing the same sort of thing tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be calling it in just to make a save tomorrow. So, yeah, hopefully it won't go that far.
And how do we feel about, obviously, Brian's role? We could be switching into a central midfield role, and as we know, Brian's behind the camera in this, so, you know, about Brian's position in the team.
Well, like he played against Stoke when he came off the bench, he changed the game for me, and I think that might be his position tomorrow.
Well, there we have it. There's three very sensible opinions from three very sensible players on the night before Wembley.
And this is our top scorer, Tony Thorpe, relaxing on the eve of Wembley.
I can't believe you woke me up, Brian. It's a big game tomorrow at Wembley and you've just woke me up.
But Thorpe,
you have to redeem yourself, son, and slip me in tomorrow so I can get a goal. The lads.
See, people keep saying in the press that Peter Thorne's going to score the goals for them, Thorpe, but we know the one who's going to score the goals tomorrow.
Yep, you're right, Brian. I'm going to score the goals tomorrow.
It's Sunday morning, the day of the game, and here's two of the three relaxing at breakfast. We've got Leroy who's seen you eating again. He's on a diet when he's finished here, he said.
And he's taken Burnley and on his own in the very shortly right of Wickham. Catch him out. Well, also Windshields Shield exclusively live from Wembley today at 1 o'clock. Bristol City against Stoke. It's on Sky Sports 2. 1 Bristol City and Chesterfield.
Tony Thorpe just about to name the team for Wembley. A few nerves going round.
Today's fight, how do you see that one going?
I think it'll be a very tough game. I witnessed the draw down at Ashley Gate a couple of weeks ago regarding Bristol City.
Well, let's just clarify the bench. The bench is going to be Steve Phillips, Kevin Amankwa, Damien Spencer, Joe Goodell, Matthew Hill. That's going to be the bench for today. Sorry about it to the rest of you, but we have to have a decision at the end of the day. It's taken a long time, and even last night was still being discussed. So at the end of the day, it's been the hardest part of all this. While you might have been having a sleep, we haven't been able to sleep.
And Scott, edge of the box, Brian edge of the box, you're not taking it. Lewis, Belly, stay back. Giving you goals. Free kick swap. If it's wide, the job, go and attack it. Alright, Brian takes it from this side, Scott from the other side, it's a wide free kick. Dutch in the wall, if it's shot on goal. If it's wide, Dutch round the back. Keith feeds, attack it. Aaron, edge of the box. Scott and Lewis stay back. If it's on the other side, better you stay back. Okay. Balls against. Cameron taken from this side and Martin from the other side, out swinging either going to the near post or that far post there for Moen. Keith, you pick up 9, 5. Beats, goodness.
Motivation and concentration. All the work's been done, and as professional players that you are, I don't think we need to go through that again. But motivation ought to come from the fact of the occasion and the club we represent. But most of all, I think, is the comment that was made on the television then about the fact that they think that Stoke City are favourites and they're going to beat us, they ain't going to beat us. And that should be motivation enough for all of us to say there's no way that Stoke City beat us today. No.
And Tony Thorpe, the team's just been named. 3 hours to kick off. Looking forward to it?
Yes, very nervous, but looking forward to it immensely.
And expecting to score some goals?
Of course, going to get the winner today, I think.
Yeah.
From one of your passes for a change.
That'll be nice. And the lads who have left out, have you got a little word for them? Because it's difficult. It's been a difficult time for Tony to leave a few out of the squad.
Yeah, I think everyone's played a major part. You know, all the 25 pros that we've got, and that, the youngsters as well. And somebody has to be left out, and unfortunately it's them. But I'm sure they'll bounce back.
Thank you, Tony. 3 hours to kick off, and the players are just relaxing outside the team hotel.
Players are
Few nervous, few not.
bad stomach.
Right, this is Damien Spencer, just been named on the bench at Wembley, 18-year-old. What do you think of that, Damien?
Very excited. First time in Wembley. Good experience for me.
Are you hoping to get on later on in the game?
Yeah, hopefully. But we'll see how it goes.
But it's a good experience for you, Damien.
Yeah, it is.
Cheers. And we've got John Laycock here. Must be looking forward to a good day, John.
Absolutely, Brian. It's going to be a great day. I think somebody's going to get a hat-trick, I think.
I hope you're right, John. But I think Tony Thorpe could be the key today, John, do you think?
Well, I think it's a team effort, Brian, as
Yeah,
they say.
yeah.
And 3-0 to us.
Got Dave Burnside, director of the academy. Must be very proud to see the young lads involved today, Dave.
Yeah, we're all highly delighted with their presence and their effect has had on the team. Because I'm sure it's going to motivate all the senior players to play well today. So I think we're all highly delighted with that. Brian?
And prediction for the game, how it's going to go today, Dave?
Well, it's going to be a good game. I think there's going to be a few goals scored, and I've just got the feeling it could be a 2-2 draw with the golden goal in penalties.
Be a good shout, actually. There's the two goalkeepers chatting. No animosity at all between the two. Sticking together. So how do you see the game going today, Bill?
Hopefully it'll be a win after 90 minutes, Brian.
Yeah.
We don't really want to go to extra time with the golden goal, so hopefully we'll get it over and done with in 90.
Stoke are a good team, so it should be a good game. Close game?
I think so. I mean, that showed that Aston Gate the other week. They're a very good side, but so are we. If we play to our potential, then I'm sure we're more than enough for them. I think we'll win.
We've got Kevin Amanko here, 17, on the bench at Wembley. Kev, looking forward to it?
Looking forward to it a lot.
And so how do you see it going, Pierre?
I think it's going to be an open game, mate. I think there's going to be plenty of chances in it. I think it's going to come down to who takes the chances.
And prediction of score?
Cheers, Chairman. I think it could be quite a high-scoring game, mate. I think there could be a few goals today. Probably not 0-0 now I've said that, but no, I think there'll be a couple of goals in it, mate.
Lewis Carey, local lad, Bristolian, must be very proud to play at Wembley.
I'm very proud, getting very nervous as well. Very nervous.
All your family here to watch you, Lou?
Yep, aunties, uncles, nan, sister, mum, dad, girlfriend, everybody.
And how do you see the game going, Lou? Prediction for the score?
Please. I think there'll be a lot of goals against Anfield. I think we'll probably nick it 3-2.
So we have Aaron Brown, Bristolian, local lad. He's got the nod. He's in the team, and he looks quite happy.
Yeah, I'm over the moon, to be honest. I'm just going to go out there and give it my best today. Try and get a goal.
So you're struggling with injury a bit, Aaron, but you got through the game on Wednesday, so that was a key part for you.
To be honest, I always knew I was going to come through. I just thought I needed a bit of time. Thought Wednesday was a bit early to play, but I come through, so I'm quite happy now.
And prediction for today's score, Aaron?
I think 2-0 Bristol City, obviously.
And skipper Keith Millen, looking very relaxed.
Looking relaxed, not feeling it though.
Not feeling it.
I'm 25. Getting there now.
Yeah. And how do you see the game going, Keith?
2-0 win to us.
2-0 win. Paul here, who's just come from the toilet after being a little bit sick with nerves. You alright, Paul?
Yeah, I feel a little better now. But I think it must have been that bacon and sausage this morning. But I'm looking forward to it.
Put it in the score.
Cheers, mate.
Andrew John, we all just found out the team this morning, but Andrew's dad picked it on Saturday. Looking forward to the game, Andrew.
I've had any breakfast so I'm fucking starving.
We've got Leroy Rossini looking pretty cool. Looking forward to the game, Leroy.
I'm looking forward to the game. It's great. I'm really excited. I think the players are in fine fettle. And I feel that if we perform, this is all we can do.
And
if we perform, we'll have a great chance to win.
Tensions building on the bus. Sorry? None of you. You all look minging. The club's in it.
Same size, Joe.
Looking very relaxed. Nicky Bell playing cards.
Someone's getting battered, Tinsy. It's me.
Oh, Tony, you can't be taking that.
Dutch drinking carbo. I don't know who he's kidding, but he's drinking carbo. There's Gandhi having his last curry.
Thank you very much. I played the wrong card. Just been sponsored by Andex.
Get a close up of that.
Someone look at the jacket down.
Matthew Hill, looking forward to the occasion.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be nice to be on the bench. You never know, I might get out.
Damien, got 2 dustbin lids on his ears. Looking relaxed. Scott Murray getting a nice flower done from the physio, Julian.
Smell nice. Unless Josh just popped me like that was one of them. The dog's holding my hand.
There's the dog. Dog's just had his pre-match curry. He's feeling very relaxed.
I'll bloody treat you to a curry, alright?
Treat me much as well. I like curries.
So what's your prediction for the score today, Doc? Your prediction for the game today?
What am I expecting?
No, the prediction of the score.
2-0 to us.
2-0? Yeah. And can you give me the scorers, please?
Flying Scotch. That's
Yeah.
Murray. And most likely Beadle.
Beadle. So Beadle and Murray for you?
I think that's what that's my guess.
Yeah. Thank you, Doc. We're just watching the parting of the waves. Oh, you stupid arse.
There's a lot of people there.
We can't tell because it's all red, so.
You
can't tell, can it?
They're all here, yeah.
These are all Stoke out.
No, not all of them. Not all of them. This is their end, look.
Yeah.
This is their end, yeah.
Over here, I was.
Skipper. We'll walk out and just see the Bristol City supporters right
Straight out, well.
It's not that big.
Jesus. Somebody have a word with me hand, it keeps shaking. Leroy, have a word with me hand, it keeps shaking.
Calm down, Dave.
Hello. Well, Scott, we're on the pitch. How's it feeling, mate?
I'm a bit nervous actually.
Yeah?
I just seen Jill taking her shoes off, so
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully the nerves will go once the crowd come.
I like that, Scott. You're on the pitch, Belly. How's it feeling, mate?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah? Nervous? You alright, man?
No, I'm alright.
Alright.
Just massive.
Looking forward to it. The shout in the meeting that this pitch is smaller than ours, Millie. Stu's inquiry.
I want to remeasure. Remeasure it.
We'll tell you after about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, Steve?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate, yeah?
Happy to be on the bench?
Yeah, we're moving.
Thought we? They've seen
Yes, it's beautiful, Brian.
you. They've seen you finish in the last couple of weeks. No nerves?
Well,
Good.
surprised. I think when it's full, I could be shitting myself.
They've seen you finish in the last couple of weeks and they've actually put 2 goals for you.
To be honest with you, that ain't a problem with those that one.
Smaller than ours.
Yeah.
I'll eat my hat.
This is smaller than that. No, it's 1 yard smaller than that.
Is that official or is that? Are you just trying to make us feel better?
115.74, 115.75.
Yeah?
Measured.
After 20 minutes, can I come in to the bench and see if I agree?
Minutes will be full.
Ivan.
Scored today.
Thank you, Ivan.
And everybody happy after.
Thank you, Ivan.
Thank
You played at Wembley before, yes?
Yes.
For Moldova? Good.
Didn't score, but
Yeah.
unlucky.
Okay. Well, Billy, first impressions of Wembley, man.
Absolutely amazing, right? More than I ever thought it was. It's just frightening. The pitch is unbelievable. The atmosphere is good now, so imagine what's going to be like in an hour's time.
And how about Tony's theory that this pitch is smaller than ours?
They don't look smaller. Certainly the stadium's not smaller, but it's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Dee-dee-dee. Come on, Jill, I've got to stretch up.
Jill, can you just pull them socks up just over your knee?
Well, welcome to Wembley as the teams stand in that historic tunnel. Bristol City skipper Keith Millen, Stoke City alongside them, and alongside me commentating in the first half of this glorious day for Bristol City will be Ian Pinkney. I know you set off very early this morning, Ian, and made your way down along with thousands and thousands of other on the buses as they enter the playing arena, and there are the golden blue shirts of Bristol City, welcomed by the fans who've made their way down the M4, and Stoke City, led out by their manager, who's made it down the M40. And certainly Wembley is ablaze with red and white, and City's signature tune that's played before all the league games is blasting out, and maybe that's an omen as the boys in gold and blue. Well, what an occasion it is for all the players, the management team, and especially Tony Forthrop. There's Tony Thorpe. What a season he's had after into pressing run. Quick joke with Brian Tinian. Really, Tony Thorpe must have thought that his time at Bristol City had come to a very disappointing end some time ago. And there's Keith Millen. Keegan introduced to Billy Mercer. There's Mickey Bell. Paul Holland. Andrew Jordan making a late arrival on the scene. Aaron Brown. Peter Beadle. Tony Thorpe, his strike partner. Scott Murray, a man who I think on this kind of pitch, in these kind of conditions, could open up any side. Take you down through the subs as Joe Bonnell, Matt Hill, Kevin Amanko and Damon Spencer, and Steve Phillips on the bench, and there's Tony Forthrop, a proud young man, mascot of City today. Go down the referees and their assistants, as I say, Kevin Lynch, referee today from Kirk Hamilton. And now I think he'll get us underway, indeed he does. And Brian Tinian it is to set City on their way. Murray, he just can't keep it in. So it's a throw in straight away to Stoke, taken by Clive Clark. Battling in midfield, it's Graham Kavanagh. He'll switch play onto that far side to Hansen. Brown challenging, can't stop play there. The referee will bring back a free kick to Stoke, so the first free kick of the game. It's a foul on Gunnarsson. So this will be taken right-footed into that box. Plenty of gold shirts there, but falls straight away. And that fell to James O'Connor. Easily held by Mercer. And as you saw, ball came in, good clearance header, but just fell. And the shot from O'Connor. Flicked on by Beadle, and this is Gavin Ward's first touch of the game. Two highly respected goalkeepers playing out there, Ward and Mercer. Miller's header, he's accused of leaning. Well, on top of Peter Thorne, I think momentum is the one. We may see a shot here with Kavanagh, but I think James O'Connor as well, going to the back post. D. Kavanagh takes a run up. Here he is, right-footed. Oh, and a great save from Billy Mercer. Really had to get down smartly. Managed to take it away from Lightbourne's diving attempt. But a great save from Mercer there, Ian.
Yeah, it was a good save for Billy Mercer. He's had quite a bit to do in these first 3 minutes. He's done very well, good shot, it got down very well.
Mickey Bell with the ball. From those mass ranks of Stoke City fans. Thorpe, got out of it. Switch to Scott Murray. Now he's got a one. Moves to Tony Thorpe, and Tony Thorpe has just robbed of the ball. And now Stoke can come away with Gunnlaugson. He's got Lightbourne up in front of him. Indeed, there is Gunnlaugson. Knocked back carefully by Andrew Jordan. First time he's played at Wembley. And obviously his famous father has appeared here. Thorpe switches, now Scott Murray. No City player in the box. Aaron Brown coming to the back. Murray knocks it back, comes to Tinian. Tinian's shot goes out for a corner. First corner of the game to Bristol City. But again, flowing move. Scott Murray's pass just didn't pick out a City shirt.
Murray did well, put the ball back there. Tinian missed his shot there, just going wide, but it went deflected out for a corner.
So, corner kick to be taken by Brian Tinian. Arm raised. Towards the back post, Jordan's up there. He's going to be penalised for pushing. Just asking, what me, ref? Indeed, was young Andrew Jordan. Brown gets a flick on this time. Beadle will need to chase down with Hansen. It's knocked back to Tony Thorpe. Offside decision given. Cannoned off Peter Beadle. And Tony Thorpe standing in an offside position. Obviously why he didn't put it in the back of the net. Jordan, good header. Excellent header won by Andrew Jordan. Brown, Holland. Now we'll switch it back out to Mickey Bell. Now the gold shirts move forward. Left-footed, Mickey Bell up towards. It's met. Paul Holland. Paul Holland. Oh, he goes for a shot. Again, player who hasn't scored that many goals, Holland. As the header was cleared, fell to Holland and he tried to just lift it over the keeper. Lightbourne. Again, another shot wide. Did say he's got a powerful left foot on him.
He certainly has, Jamie. He didn't quite have the sights on there, pushing the ball wide. Struck it, just fell off the edge of his boot there.
Just tries to cause confusion. Excellent run. This is Gunnarsson. It's Gunnlaugson outside him. Lightbourne. There's Lightbourne back heel. 3 City players. Really can't get it clear. There's confusion again from City. Kavanagh, he'll have a right-footed shot. City just need to have a talk with each other because it seemed there was no problems as that ball came in. This is Gunnarsson's run down the left. 2 or 3 men put it inside for Lightbourne. His back heel seemed to be very safe. But then 3 or 4 City players chased down. Eventually cleared, I think, by Millen. It did come back in. Harmlessly over the past the upright. Tony Thorpe underneath it. Tinian. Now Tinian's got a chance to go forward. He's got Beadle outside him. Into Tony Thorpe. Thorpe still going. Still Tony Thorpe. And the referee waves away Tony Thorpe's protests. Seem to be rampaging through the middle there, Thorpe. Well, the leg was out by Gunnarsson. But, referee decided it wasn't a penalty. Certainly, if that wasn't, then that wasn't going to be either.
No, I don't think that was, Jamie. Insert himself there, Peter Thorne.
Just stretching, I think, Peter Thorne. But that was a good touch from Lewis Carey. Went behind, and I think the referee has made the wrong decision in a goal kick because that was a good tackle by Lewis Carey. Just have to say that Stoke are edging it at the moment, do you think, Ian?
Certainly the better side at the moment, yeah. Although possibly City maybe have had the best chance, but it's a good game. It's nice to see 2 sides playing football at Wembley for a change.
I shouldn't say that. The manager of England sitting in the stands. Anyway, this is Keith Millen. Millen will escort it to Carey. Lewis Carey. Calm head on the number 6. Versus Park. Kept in by Scott Murray. Clive Clark has to head it to safety. This is Beadle. Holland. Tinian. He hasn't really been in the game so far, Brian Tinian, but now he can see Aaron Brown on that far side. Brown does keep it in, just about, but no. Eventually goes out, and now Gudjonsson has got a chance to run. Tinian just get his foot on it. Will it go out? No, it stays in, so Jordan will have to go across. Jordan gets his foot in away. Goes out for Stoke City corner kick. Play just broken down. Say Brian Tinian and Aaron Brown don't seem to have got in the game too much so far this afternoon. And Mickey Bell hasn't had the chance to go down that wing either.
No, Tinian's playing a little more in field at the moment, obviously with Brown out on the side, and that obviously curtails his movements down the line. Just have to wait and see. Aaron Brown needs to get more in the game as well.
So taken quickly by Gudjonsson. Tinian is blocked. Holland, he does well. Now Brian Tinian will chase it out. He needs some runners. Hasn't got a lot of play up there at the moment. Switches play all the way over to Scott Murray excellently. Now Lewis Carey with a chance to go forward. He'll need support. Does well. Takes on O'Connor. Knocks it back to Murray. Carries on his run. Lewis Carey flicked onto Bell. Back to Tinian. Picks out Murray again. Now Murray's got a chance to go in. Tony Thorpe. Good tackle by O'Connor. Up towards Thorne. Lightbourne. Jordan does well with his header. Mickey Bell. Lightbourne is getting back on his feet. Tinian. Just got to wait for City to stay onside. Holland. Jordan. Now Scott Murray on this right. It's just badly headed. Brown. He'll switch to Scott Murray. Does so. Thorpe and Beadle in the box. Scott Murray takes him on. Does well. Scott Murray carries on. It's a good ball from Scott Murray. Has to be cleared. Lauson's header eventually. Brown. Cross to Mickey Bell. He's got a chance. Tinian. Now will Bell make the run? He does. Good run. Cross in from Mickey Bell. Again the header from Nicky Mohan. Goes safely into the arms of Gavin Ward. Mickey Bell, first chance to get a ball in, and does so excellently. The play carries on. Holland, Scott Murray outside him, finds Murray. Jordan getting to his feet. Tinian, Brown now running across, picks out Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown on a run, got a chance. Good save, Gavin Ward. What a moment for young Aaron Brown. Play still not cleared. Eventually it is, but a lovely run from the young left midfielder and a great pass picking him out. City fans getting up a bit now. Beadle, Thorpe, he's bundled over. That time from Gunnarsson, but young Aaron Brown, great pass. And Brown's run was good, and he did hit it. And the keeper did well, he was hitting it across the goalkeeper. Gavin Ward stuck a leg out. And that was a good attempt, and now still City. But, Tony Thorpe pulls it wide, but City's best attack of the game.
Certainly lovely run from Aaron Brown. He was composed, did everything right, but Gavin Ward made a good save with his leg actually. But that's nice to see Brown getting into the game. He's been quiet for the first half an hour. He's certainly a player that will worry Stoke.
There again, Aaron Brown, he came across and he did pull it across the goalkeeper as he's supposed to do. The keeper stuck his leg out well, and a good save. Gunnarsson just sends it upfield. Bell will watch it go out, take the throw in. City just getting back into it. Nearly 30 minutes gone. Header met by Hansen. Bell. Beadle. Brown. First time towards Tony Thorpe. Excellent ball. And Thorpe's out. It comes off the knee of Gavin Ward. An excellent clearance which Hansen will finish off. O'Connor. Lightbourne. Game opening up now. O'Connor again. He sets free. Billy Mercer comes out well to claim that. So free kick in towards City's box. Lightbourne's up there. So is Millen. Wins the header well. Headed across by O'Connor. Knocked back in. This is Gunnarsson. Jordan sticks that long leg out. But still it's chance with Kavanagh. Now Carey. And it's in the back of the net. Well, Graham Kavanagh has looked the danger for Stoke. Put it onto his left foot. And whacked it straight past Billy Mercer into the back of the net. So after an exciting spell from City, after 31 minutes, Kavanagh with the opening goal for Stoke. And ball just came in. Gunnarsson went under him. Good clearance from Jordan, but nobody closed him down. And then he ran past and Lewis Carey couldn't get there. Billy Mercer covering, maybe a bit disappointed whilst covering his near post, but went up past him. Maybe should have stood up a little bit longer, Ian.
Perhaps, Jamie. Yeah, he's anticipated the shot going across him, and it's actually gone near post.
Now Murray with a chance. Brown at the back post, headed down. Beadle, he turns. Cleared by Mohan. Still Aaron Brown. Could go out. Hansen. Mohan clears it. So City with a chance now. City really want to get back in straight away into this. Goal scorer Kavanagh. throw in on that far side. Jordan goes out for another City throw in. Mickey Bell to take it. Still Jordan. Will he plant it left-footed? Does. Into the middle. Met by Lightbourne. Tinion's out there. Falls. Millen. City need to get back on side. Goes out for Stoke throw in. Well, it's not a disaster. Certainly not the result so far that City wanted to be in. And Kavanagh beat two men there and then drove it past prostate Billy Mercer. Beadle. Thorpe with a chance. Finds Scott Murray. Gold shirts in the box. Beadle comes across. Does well. Aaron Brown can pick it up on that far side. He's got support from Bell, but eventually picks out Mickey Bell. Bell's left-footed to the back post, and Gavin Ward claims that well under pressure from Holland and Thorpe. Again, good ball over. Just excellent ball, which Stoke defender did well. Here's Stoke again with Lightbourne. City have got to beware this. Lightbourne left-footed over the bar. But he's causing a few problems up there, Ian.
Actually, him and Peter Thorne are causing problems at the moment. He did very well here. He's got his back to goal, turns, shoots. Bit off target, but you're right. The three lads at the back there for City are going to know they're in a game at the moment. Thorne and Lightbourne looking very dangerous.
Tinian in the centre. Tinian just has to switch. Now goes on a run. Beadle, Thorpe. Switch to Murray. Good ball out. Murray supported by Carey. Looked like a terrible tackle from Gunlaugson. I think the referee...
He's going to book him, I think, Jamie.
Yeah, I think the referee, Kevin Lynch, is going to have a word with Arne Gunlaugson. No booking. Well, I think he set off early enough. It's just the time he arrived.
Yeah.
So Tinian now with the left foot. 41 minutes gone. Good chance for City to pull one back. Into the box it goes. Flicked on. It's off Andrew Jordan's header.
Well, Jamie, 4 minutes to go to half-time, and Stoke are well on top, buoyed by that goal. Just see that effort going wide there. But City have just got to make sure they don't panic, because they've created chances. There's the two, one from Thorpe and one from Aaron Brown, which Ward did well. You know, if they keep playing the way they are, they will get chances, as long as they keep it tight at the back.
We haven't seen indicated how many minutes. Tinian. We haven't seen any trainers on. This is Gunlaugson. Up against Carey. He's got Thorne up with him. He's got O'Connor. Now a chance. Ball comes in. It's met. Tinian just puts it out safely. Murray. Up against Kavanagh. Scott Murray now challenged. And Clark loses out to Clark. And this time Lightbourne judged to have been just fractionally offside. But that was City's own work that created that chance for Stoke. Well, a very close call there. And there indeed is a half-time whistle. An entertaining first half, but not a scoreline that City would hope to be seeing. That man, Graham Kavanagh, getting the goal for Stoke. As he walks off, talking to his teammates. I'd like to thank you, Ian, for your comments in that first half. The second half, we'll have Steve Gooding joining us, but players go off. See that goal again from Kavanagh. And that's the way it stands at the moment. 1-0 to Stoke City. 45 minutes to go, and the Bristol City faithful will hope their side can come back. And we'll join you at the start of the second half. So we welcome you back for the second half. Second half that Bristol City certainly need to score in, because the half-time score is Bristol City 0, Stoke City 1, but certainly they're capable of it as play gets underway. Mickey Bell gets a touch in this second half. Sun bright. Block part there. Hanson into goal scorer Kavanagh. Holland does well. Met by now chance for Aaron Brown to take a run. He's got Tony Thorpe outside him. Also cross on that side. Scott Murray. Murray cuts outside. Murray's brought down surely. Referee says no, and Scott Murray can't believe it. Well, an incident right in the first minute there. And joining me alongside is Steve Gooding. And your views on this, Steve?
Well, we're watching the replay again, Jamie, and well, first impression it was a penalty. I think Scott maybe made a touch of it. I think it probably came a bit too soon straight after half-time, Jamie, in all honesty.
Well, at least show of action. Kevin Lynch, the referee, not convinced, so Gavin Ward gets a chance to clear his lines. It's a good ball. Looking out for Gudjonsson. Jordan will escort that one out. Tinian. Millen, he'll switch it down below us to Mickey Bell. Again, Paul Holland in there, Beadle, and Holland. Paul Holland, oh, and that's a great save from Gavin Ward. Paul Holland, lovely 1-2, on the inside of his boot. As we saw, a good touch in, Beadle laid it off. And Paul Holland, and a good save from Ward.
Yeah.
An excellent play from City.
Much better approach play. I think Gavin Ward made that look a bit more difficult than it actually was. Good strike by Holland, and straight at Ward. There's no way that he shouldn't have saved that, but a lot more encouraging for City.
With City playing towards their own fans, maybe that give them some encouragement. Anyway, it's Scott Murray with a right-footed corner.
The referee spotted some pushing there, Jamie, and pretty quick on the whistle. Something involving Tony Thorpe.
Well, that's disappointing. City with a chance to at least another shot at goal there.
I must say, Jamie, one man who's thoroughly enjoying himself out there, and I think is playing like a man who realises this is the biggest day of his career, is Brian Tinian, who's absolutely revelling in the wide open spaces down below us.
Good touch. Brown has got a man on him. Good touch by Jordan. It's a terrible tackle from Gudjonsson. And Andrew Jordan's gone down clutching. I think he caught his foot underneath Laugson with this corner. Left-footed towards the back post. Good header comes in from Peter Beadle, I think, that time doing some defensive duties. This is Holland up against Kavanagh. Good ball in from Kavanagh. Again causing panic. City get a chance now to clear their lines. Sent back up where Mickey Bell just watches it out for a throw-in.
And again, we were discussing at half-time, and I think one young man you can be very pleased with his performance in the first 45 is Andrew Jordan, who settled in very well alongside Keith Millen, and as a back four, City did defend very well in that first period. All the problems that were caused were by lack of possession, if you like, or when they did have it, given it away too easily in the middle of the field.
Yes, Jordan certainly impressed me. Anyway, here's Tinian. Oh, beautiful ball out to Scott Murray. Murray with a chance, one-on-one to Clive Clark. Does well this time, Murray. Gets the ball in, cleared by Gunnarsson.
Now that's much more like the Scott Murray, you know, isn't it, Jamie? Great ball out by Brian Tinian. Took it in a stride, Murray got to the byline. In the end, the defender was left with no option but to concede the corner.
There is Brian Tinian going across to take that corner. Again, the big man in, Jordan. Millen takes it short. Goes towards the back post. Millen gets his header back in. I think it was Paul Holland underneath Gavin Ward that time.
Well, quick thinking over on that corner. I think Scott Murray will be slightly disappointed with his delivery there. Really was too deep. Keith Millen did very well just to keep that ball in play. Gavin Ward came and collected it off the head of Paul Holland.
Yeah, so we'll collect this without trouble. Kicks out Beadle. Good ball. Peter Beadle now needs support and gets it from Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown tries to cross his in. Goes to Brian Tinian. Oh, Brian Tinian. Well, great strike from Tinian. And, really, he's a man for a big occasion. Ball came out to him, and as he hit it, but it was always rising above Gavin Ward.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Doesn't quite get to Murray. Good Laugson. Tinian does well. Oh, good touch from Tinian. Now spreads play. Scott Murray again with a chance. Can he cut it inside? Turns onto his right foot, drives it across, and goes behind. I think the City forwards, in Tony Thorpe and Peter Beadle, shouting loudly for the ball to come across. Scott Murray took it on his right foot. Good defending, because they just escorted that one out. And I think the referee's going to have a word with. We may well see.
It's Aaron Brown coming off.
It's actually going to be
Kevin
Damien Spencer, as you say, coming on. A young man who just made his league debut just a few weeks ago. So City all-out attack now, I think, Steve.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they line up now, because whether they're just going to string 3 across the midfield and allow 3 straightforward front runners, or whether, certainly for the moment, Spencer's coming to this left-hand side, but I wouldn't have thought that he's going to remain there for the remaining 25 minutes.
Carey, Holland. Holland is robbed of the ball. Stoke get a chance to come forward, and they move forward. Lightbourne in the centre. There's a chance coming through. It goes all the way to the back. And Spencer, indeed it is. It's a good ball out by Spencer, actually, because didn't have a lot of options. Murray's brought down, but the referee allows play on. Ball comes back in from Dryden. Bell, right-footed. Goes over the top of Tony Thorpe. Touch to Tinian. Now to Tony Thorpe. Oh, and that's an excellent tackle from Nicky Mohan. Really was. Tinian. Again, Tinian is robbed by Kavanagh this time. Switched out towards Thorne. Carey. Being hassled by Thorne, but he does well, Lewis Carey. And that time he's turned upside down. I don't know whether that was James O'Connor. Scott Murray. Well, it was actually, James O'Connor. Scott Murray went across to have words with him. Oh, and that's a dreadful challenge, Steve. We haven't seen Tinian too much, but now he spreads it. And it really is those balls out to Scott Murray. Can he get across in? It comes off. But that was a sublime delivery from Brian Tinian.
Well, I said earlier on, Jamie, I think Brian's thoroughly enjoying himself out there, and it would be great, certainly, for him to get some sort of roar from today's game. And another great pinpoint pass to Scott Murray, earned his side a corner, and well, City probing away. Can they get something?
So, corner to be taken by that man Tinian. Into the box. Header up! It's in! It goes in! And it's Paul Holland! What a ball! In the back of the net! Get in there, Paul Holland! 1-1 Bristol City are back in this game.
Well, I was saying about Brian Tinian, guess who took the corner? Swung many a left-footed corner on his side for City. And Paul Holland, who was had a pretty quiet game, it has to be said, he flung himself at that. He got a deflection, I think, of Damien Spencer.
I wonder whether Damien Spencer's going to claim his first Wembley goal.
Well, I think you have to say that's Damien Spencer's goal. If you look at it, header comes in off Spencer. It took it beyond Gavin Ward. That is Damien Spencer's goal.
Well, it's now 1-1, and City are well back in this. And if they can just step up what they have been doing in this second half, who knows what's going to happen. And the City fans certainly celebrating.
Well, I have to say they've been pretty quiet so far, Jamie, the City faithful. Now, we've got some 15-16 minutes to go. City have been in the ascendancy. Stoke have made the change, but they brought on the extra defender. The initiative really is with City.
Carey. Scott Murray outside him, finds Scott Murray. Murray gets across into the back post, and that's scored it out for a corner kick. Well, it's a goal kick that's been given. I think Damien Spencer must have got up, got his head on that. Indeed, he did.
He did very well.
A good attempt from young Spencer. We'll just watch the replay again, and I tell you what, it definitely was off Damien Spencer.
It wouldn't have gone in.
but if you see Paul Holland later, you try getting the goal off him.
Well, right now I don't suppose they care less who that's going to get credited to. They can argue about it later, hopefully with the shield by their side.
Well, it's still 15, 16 minutes to go. Stoke have got a free kick halfway inside City's half. It had been coming. It's taken quickly to the Kavanagh. And Kavanagh's shot pulled woefully wide.
Well, Damien Spencer, of course, scored his previous goal, only goal for City at Wycombe Wanderers just a couple of weeks ago. A little bit more spectacular than that one, but I know which one he enjoys most as he see it. Yet again, comes in. I really don't think that was going in. Gavin Ward had that covered. That's got to be the young lad's goal.
Carey will now try and pick out Scott Murray. It's a great run from Murray. Does get the ball back. And they're going out. I think that was Dryden in the end. Stoke, some panic defending now.
Well, they rattled Jamie quite simply.
Not back in. And a chance now. Tony Thorpe. Scott Murray was running back. Goes to the back post. Oh, and Damien Spencer had a chance for real glory then.
Well, there wouldn't have been much doubt about whose goal that was, Jamie.
Anyway, Kavanagh, he's now coming forward. The atmosphere here has raised a couple of octaves. There's O'Connor, he's got space. He's aiming towards goal. Good touch from Paul Holland. Murray knocks it back out. Knocked inside to Johnson. Momentum with Stoke at the moment. City just need to stand up. They do so. Millen will now clear it. Thorpe touches it. And that'll be a handball against Tony Thorpe.
Well, I think City just need to gather their thoughts for a couple of moments.
Well, this is that chance. Ball came in from Tony Thorpe. And Damien Spencer, well, you've got to say, it's a horrible miss.
And it was, but I think if we look at it, if we do get the opportunity to see it again, Jamie, we'll see just as he went to strike it, his foot underneath, went from just underneath him, his left foot.
Lightbourne pushed off it. Bell touched off well by Beadle. Now Holland. Paul Holland going. He's got Scott Murray outside. 3 City shirts in the box. Comes across. And that goes out for a City corner. Nice handiwork by Gavin Ward there.
Well, I think he was very mindful of the fact that he didn't drop that back in play. Try to get away with it.
So, next corner from Brian Tinian. Same would be lovely. Tinian left-footed to curl it in. It's a good ball in. City players rising. And again it was Paul Holland. And this time, no deflection to take it past Gavin Ward. And he clung onto it for dear life. But those corners from Tinian causing problems.
Well, Stoke really have been rattled the second half. In the end, Gavin Ward did well. They clung to it. There was no gold shirts around him, but right on his line when he took that.
Hansen tries to pick out Good Johnson. Good Johnson slips. Oh, and there's a free kick given by the referee. Well, I'm not too sure. And it's taken quickly. City should be paying attention here. And it goes to the back post. Well, that's ridiculous defending from City. Really was. And I think the goal scorer is Peter Thorne.
Well, I have to say there, Jamie, that's Lewis Carey. He was annoyed with the decision. We can argue about that when we get a chance to see it. But schoolboy error, if we look at it here, he walks across to the referee, leaves the player alone. City are left absolutely standing. Peter Thorne, yard out, can't miss.
Well, that really is depressing. There's 9 minutes to go. And it's got to be the easiest goal Peter Thorne scored for a long time. Well, it's ridiculous. 40 minutes is all Bristol City. And now we have a situation. The referee decides handball. I don't think so. Bell running down this left. Plenty of City shirts in the box, certainly. Mickey Bell will take on his man. He does, it's Hansen. Now he needs support and he gets it, but he brings it in. Header comes across. Tony Thorpe. Well, that again, the referee decides no challenge. Got the ball. We'll need to see the replay of that.
Whatever it is now, Jamie.
Well, play's going on in that far side though.
Well, to look at that again.
Thorpe. That goes off the defender for a corner kick.
I think in fairness he did get something on the ball.
Well, another corner. This is where City have created problems. Stoke with 11 men now inside the box. City with 8 men inside the box. Header comes up. Oh, and it's just taken away from Spencer. Tinian. And it goes out for a goal kick.
Well, once again, Damien Spencer's been involved with so much of the action. We're going to see another change from City. This time we are going to see Kevin Amankwa come on.
Too short. I think it might be Lewis Carey making way for Kevin Amankwa now.
Well, I think to be fair, Jamie, you might, as we see the Stoke goal again, I think you may be right in your assessment of Lewis Carey. And there was absolutely no way was that a free kick. Absolutely no way, but
it's that from Lewis Carey, which Gudjonsson stole away and opened up for Thorne. Beadle. Spencer, good head on. Again, good touch from Damien Spencer. Good work from Spencer. Amankwa heads it down. Tinian. Millen. Now Kevin Amankwa. Go on, Kevin. Get down that wing. You can see just 3 minutes of extra time to be played by the referee.
Well, there's been some dramatic endings at Wembley through the years, Jamie, so let's hope we see another one today and take this into extra time.
Holland is chased back. Amankwa calmly and sends it up. Now it's out to Mickey Bell. Mickey's got a chance to run now. Tony Thorpe running outside him. Knocks it in towards Tony Thorpe, does well. Thorpe's going to stay on his feet. Tinian, back out to Bell. Can he get in the box? Does so, right-footed, gets across and it's taken again. Murray, into the box! Holland out, Scott Murray, now on that far side. Up against Clive Clark, takes on Clark, but battle out of it. And Stoke can send it to relative safety, but Billy Mercer will chase it down.
But one thing we must say is that City really have given 100% here this afternoon. It's been a very enjoyable game once we can disassociate ourselves with our bias.
So, throw-in comes in, back post, does find a City shirt, looked like a push, and the referee blows the final whistle. And for City, it's desperation. Stoke City have stolen the auto windscreen shield from right under City's noses.
Will be absolutely distraught by a real schoolboy error. Look back at the free kick, Ian, and well, maybe it shouldn't have been awarded, but what followed really shouldn't have been allowed to happen.
Well, yeah, it goes without saying, Steve, doesn't it really? You always play to the whistle, always watch what's going on, and City didn't do it. And in the end, it cost them the cup. They were playing so well. Stoke never really in the game at all up until that stage. Just handed it on a plate, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Andrew Jordan, close to tears. Lewis Carey, Kevin Amankwa, and Scott Murray. Had his moments in the second half, Scott Murray. Aaron Brown, who came off injured. Damien Spencer, will be thinking the cold light of day, will be credited with City's goal. And in the 20 minutes or so he was on the field, he had a huge impact. Missed a great opportunity just a moment or two later, and another one hacked clear. Stoke clung on, and then they were fortuitous enough to profit from that incident just 10 minutes from the final whistle, as both sets of players acknowledge each other. As Stoke go up to collect the auto windscreen shield for the year 2000. And I suppose, Ian, if City were going to lose to anybody, maybe it's nice that it should be Stoke City in the year that they as a club probably felt the loss of Stanley Matthews more than anyone, and I suppose wherever Sir Stan is right now, he'll be enjoying this moment.
Yeah, just a shame he wasn't here, like you say, Steve, but yeah, very poignant to the year that Stanley Matthews died. Stoke go and pick the auto windscreen trophy up. There they are, shaking hands with the Icelandic president there, very young man. I bet he's happy he bought the club. And Nicky Moen takes the trophy from Kevin Keegan, lifts it up to his fans there. They'll be singing a few Delilahs tonight, Steve.
Yeah, they certainly will be, and I'm sure there'll be a few ciders drunk in commiseration back down the M4. See, Graham Kavanagh scored the first goal. Had a pretty good game, Graham Kavanagh. I don't know who's been got man of the match, but I'd imagine Graham Kavanagh was pretty near to it as the Shield is passed along the Stoke City line, and down below us the City players sink to the turf.